If you could extinct just one living thing on Earth, what would it be and why? Toxoplasma parasites, specifically Toxoplasma gondii. Both wild and domesticated animals, particularly cats, can be a carrier of this parasite. When humans are infected, usually by touching their feces or carcasses, they can experience weeks, months, or a lifetime ill effects. There is some evidence this infection could be a cause of dementia in humans and animals. So, yeah, I'd love to prevent dementia and Alzheimer's in people and dogs, so let's eradicate the Toxoplasma parasites. I have no scientific basis for this, but I feel like rattlesnakes contribute nothing unique. Yes, they help with population control of certain animals, but I don't think their diet is unique. Tons of other animals, not just snakes, prey on those same food sources. Rattlesnakes are a big issue where I live and hike, so if there were none of them around anymore, assuming no environmental impact, that would be nice. I wish I could say mosquitoes, but they're important food for a lot of animals, and that would sadly lead to a huge food chain collapse. Crying face. I guess my answer would be dogs, the pet feral kind, because that would go a long way toward mitigating climate change and protecting fragile ecosystems and would have zero negative repercussions. That or domestic cattle for mostly the same reasons. Fleas or ticks, evil little shits, damn near killed my kitten. Poor thing was anemic and on the verge of death. Infested with them, bloated belly from the worms they gave him. Didn't think he'd make it. First month was hard getting him healthy, but now 4 years later he's a thriving big orange Maine Coon and couldn't be happier and more loving. But seriously, fuck fleas and ticks. If I had the power to eradicate one species from existence, it would be mosquitoes. I just absolutely despise those little buggers, with their annoying buzzing and itchy, causing bites. Plus, they're carriers of diseases, like malaria, which makes them a danger to humans as well. So yeah, if I could wave a magic wand and eliminate them from the planet, you bet I would. It'd be me or some dumbass person I've seen met, because too much TBH. I can't really feel empathy for people that much anymore, plus people and not everyone, but it sure as hell feels that way, and I wouldn't have to deal with these idiots if I'm dead. I'd just be dealing with myself dying and whatever comes next. It extinct the flu virus. It's living, right? If it were a simulation though, like VR, I'd wanna see what the world would look like currently if humans had never existed. I'm sure the world would be lush with all kinds of life, but there's probably a lot more that would be different that I can think of. Mosquitoes or ticks? Do they contribute anything to the ecosystem? They seem to exclusively cause inconvenience and spread diseases. I know some people don't like spiders, bats, possums, or creatures like, at least they contribute by eating bugs and limiting pest populations. Mosquitoes. Malaria, along with other diseases transmitted by mosquitoes, kills tons of people. Malaria kills about 2.7 million each year alone in Africa. Most of the deaths being children. According to the WHO World Health Organization, there were 249 million cases of malaria in 2022. Either off, or a lot of people answering the question are missing the meaning of it. Since it's about making exactly one living thing extinct, not a species or genus, it's about choosing one organism to die. Unless a group of things can still be considered one thing. Every politician in DC over 80 years, people don't know when to stop. They are all rich. Pelosi 84 and worth 350 mil. WTF, does she need more? Because the 5 or 6 of she is lucky years she might not have enough. There needs to be term limits or mandatory retirement. Bedbugs, never experienced them, but they seem horrible and aren't even widespread like mosquitoes, so it shouldn't collapse the ecosystem. Or dolphins, fucking weirdos, and they are bullying porpoises, which are like dolphins but not rapists. Yup, that's a thing. Cymex lectularius, the common bedbug. There are actually 2 species of bedbug that feed on humans. But if I can only kill one, I'll have to go with the common bedbug, because as far as I know the tropical bedbug, Cymex hemipterus, isn't as widespread. Fleas. I am so tired of fleas bothering my animals and me. We finally were able to purge the fleas out of our bathroom. They literally adapted to survive the bug bombs. And it was through glue traps and vacuuming did we kill them. The whole list of species that answer to the surname parasite, and yes, that includes that homeless jobless uncle that's been living with you rent-free and just been a nuisance for everyone. You're welcome. Wasps, they incredibly annoying. They ruin your day at the park, and unlike bees, they don't even have the goddamn common courtesy to make something delicious out of their hive. To hell with all of them. Drama YouTubers. I can't get anything done because I'm obsessed with the 2-hour catalog of the misdeeds of someone I've never heard of before now and whose name I'll forget as soon as the video ends. Mosquitoes. They serve no purpose and it would have basically no impact besides the fact that a lot more people wouldn't die of diseases. Source here, some other disease I guess, like we got one but let's get another one because apparently people are dumb enough to not use vaccinations after it was proved we can vaccinate a disease out of existence. Myself, not because I don't want to be alive, but millions of species would be better off without us, and I can't think of a single species that needs us to survive. Doorbells. Literally fuck off blasting my lug holes with ringing noises like we're in the 17th century waiting for the church bells. Just knock on my door like a normal human. Crocodiles and all alligators in general. I used to watch a lot of Nat Geo when I was a kid. I just fucking hate them. If I could, I would shoot each one of them with pleasure. There is this special type of people. They are your landlord, your boss, your housemate. Not all of them per se, but you know who I am talking about. Those kind of people. The wasps that paralyze their prey so they can be slowly eaten alive by the hatching eggs. On the other hand, I'm not sure if spiders can experience pain like we do. Billionaires. Because they are hoarding wealth that we earned for them and starving the rest of us out. They are parasites that do nothing positive for society. Mosquitoes, not because I hate them, because scientists don't know what will happen if we remove all mosquitoes from the ecosystem. I say FK time a try. Definitely sharks. They are so fucking cool. But I hate them also. They truly terrify me. And the bastards are all over the planet. Like 70 of it. Fascists. Like actual fascists though, the far right fucks. Maybe the super rich as well, but I imagine there's a lot of crossover in that Venn diagram. Bed bugs. As far as I know, no other creature depends on their existence and they cause misery for many. I'm also weary of the media sensationalism. The one who started all this LGBT shit. Or cancer, but preferably the LGBT stuff first. If you downvote this it's because you hate the cancer idea, the mites that cause scabies. Just got treated yesterday and I'm so itchy and disgusting looking. Plus they bit the shit out of my poor nipples. Pandas. They take so much money just to keep them from going extinct all by themselves, so why bother saving them? Spend that money elsewhere. Racism. I know that someone here would say KFC or basketball person. They just stop here at night and onto something is what my friend would say. Mosquitoes are the worst thing ever and don't do anything for the world. They spread disease and make me itchy. I hate the vampire bug. People who ask stupid questions like this. All creatures have a purpose in the ecosystem. Whether we humans like them or not. Mosquitoes. Biology nerds can't convince me otherwise. They're annoying and I would risk all 8 billion human lives for it. Spiders because they're super creepy and scary. Or flower weevils because one of those things is enough to ruin everything. Cockroaches. I don't care about the consequences. If I die because of it, so fucking be it. Those diabolical motherfuckers. I don't know the other world but I would wipe dicks. After almost getting good with anaplasmosis I'm a bit biased. Last time I answered this question on the same subreddit I got banned for 3 days for wishing death upon another. We have to work together on this. Someone picks mosquitoes, someone wasps, ticks and so on. We can win this XD. Mosquitoes we've already tried so many things but they all don't work well enough or backfire spectacularly. Dookie DOS count? It's so, those things. Edit, I changed them to those things. Them felt too humanizing. Humans. They've had a good run, fucked shit up for everyone else. It's time for the next dominant species. Mosquitoes. Because of the disease they harbor. They kill more people every year than any other reason. The North Korean government, for obvious reasons. People need to be free. Same with Jehovah's Witnesses. Mosquitoes. After living in northern Finland for 7 years, those fuckers ruined every nice summer day. Viruses. I mean come on people, I think we all know why. Or cancer cells. No, my answer is cancer cells. Hyenas are evil. Malaria mosquitoes are lame. But if I had to choose just one it would be hamsters. Humanity. For the safety of everything else. Edit humans. Still can have those without humanity. Benjamin Netanyahu, because he's a bad person and he is causing suffering and he is a pain in the ass. Goyim. They act like cattle. They are cattle. Edit, let me be clear, they must be ended like cattle. Spiders, yank, they're of utmost use, but just eliminate the big ones and have small ones instead. Hornets. Fuck hornets. They contribute nothing to nature. If they do then please correct me though. Companies that advertise a full-time position but when you apply for it they tell you it's casual. Mosquitoes, will roll the dice on ecological impact given of lives that would be saved annually. Us. Humans. We don't deserve this planet and it would be much better off without us, a paradise. Mosquitoes, they cause nearly 1 million deaths a year and it's irritating when you're bit by one. Ticks, if there is just one, they are vile. If I could extend that to 2, I agree on bed bugs. The dainty mayfly. Lives for just 1 or 2 days, the shortest lifespan of any known animal. Mosquitoes, because they literally serve no purpose. And they're the world's deadliest animal. Bigots. My initial thought was mosquitoes, but that changed like a second or 2 afterwards. Mosquitoes, pretty sure if they're gone it wouldn't change anything but make things better. Spiders. I don't care what other pesky bugs they eat. Nothing needs that many legs. Humans, we are a horrible species and it's time for Mother Nature to kick us to the curb. My daughter caught lice recently and it was a pain. So currently I'm going to say lice. Christian radicals that actually believe they're in the right, doing God's work. My 8th grade history teacher was kind of an ass. I wouldn't mind him being extinct. Mosquitoes. But I'm sure that someone will say that they are part of the ecosystem. Mosquitoes. They have caused more human death and suffering than any other animal. Am I allowed to say Donald Trump? Not with malice, but just because he's annoying. Professional politicians. 1 term and never serve again under penalty of death. Tuberculosis. Wouldn't fuck up the food chain and would save millions of lives. Mosquitoes. I have O-type blood. Walking around in the summer is a mosquito feast. Right-wing ideology, their negativism and can't-do attitude towards all things. Killer whales. They torture their prey for fun. Free Willy? Nah. Fuck Willy. Bedbugs or wasps? Or snakes, spiders that can kill people within a few hours.